murung.
Ale von sajid.
Wala lenga jabang.
Ale von sajid.
Wala mama jali.
Useni masata.
Wala mama jali.
Alale amasayandi.
Ina mutonyati.
Mbaro da bodima. Nubakunda da bodima loy. Musa da bodima. Mandela ya dogu oge. Alale bate yola. Mofa bante Gambia. Mosa bante Gambia.
The party leader.
Gambia bebe jelila.
Of the United Democratic
Gambia bebe seori. Alale bate yola. Mansole bate yola. Murani data mani tu. Munante ni mungole mude. Jugun asa fole mama jali. Munani ntebota mani tu. Nebe denkili jumale lala. Ni useni fata dami. Juguna nyanta fala jere. Mandela dogu wakele. Salida bokema. Mayinduru kema. Mandela dogu oke. Gambia bebe jelela. Gambia bebe seori. Ale bonsajel. Ale bate jola. Mansole bate jola. Ale bonsajel. Ale bonsajel. Mandela dogu oke. Muna doluka Mandela. Doluka Hussein Dabo. Doluka Dabo. Doluka Hussein. Doluka Loya. Hussein Dobola Dobole. Doboka Hussein. Another comfort to me. Woluka Loya. I don't walk a Gambia. Gambia Mandela. Mandela Rogale. Madam Mori will die. Mova Bata Gambia. Mosaro Bata Gambia. Gambia Baby Jella. ID. Wambedi Abune. Gambia Badiade. Usana Molunata. Be Wambedi. Gambia Badiade. Sakada Bodura. Paroda Bodima. Nukunda Bodima. Kemosi Saborde. Usani Gala Kemo. Usani Gala Kemo. Kemosi Saborde. Gambia Badiade. Be Wambedi Abune. Be Wambedi Abune. Gambia Gala Kemo. Usani Gala Kemo. Kemo Ebaroke. Madi Sulanata. Be Wambedi Abune. Gambia Badiade. Mobaba Gambia. Mosaro Gambia. Baroda Bodima. Alale Bate Jola. Mansole Bate Jola. Salida Bokema. Mayinduru Kema. Gambia Badiade. Abarika. Gambia Badiade. Be Wambedi Abune. Be Wambedi Abune. Maimuna sisa morle. Maimuna sisa morle. Useni kana maile. Vadu sanya konate. Vadu sanya nyole. Robo kolunata. Bi Wambedi Abune. Jalo jati tele. Jalo jati le. Jalo jati wa. Masabranata. Keso korolo. Gambia Badiade. Gambia Badiade. Bi Wambedi Abune. Useni Dabla Bolule. Useni Dabla Bole. Tumale Useni Kanu. Useni Dabla Bole. Mainduru Kema. Bi Wambedi Abune. Gambia Badiade. Aji wo aji. Papa masoji. Jodo ya Hussein Kano. Jodo Dabo Kano. Ji obendi amune. Ala bate jola. Masole bate jola. Mandela do kuokele. Gambia bebe jela barika. Mandela do kuokele. Mandela do kuokele. Gambia bebe jela. Mo fa bata Gambia. Mo fa bata Gambia. Gambia bebe. Gambia badiale. Gambia badiale. Gambia badiale. Yebi wafediale. Yebi seri masayata. Mo fa bata Gambia. Mo fa bata Gambia. Loya da boleta. Sakala bonata. Lodoru Mario Lemu. Lodoru Mario Lemu. Lodoru Mario Lemu. Wali Mario Lemu. Ye Gambia badiale. Ye Gambia badiale.
Gambia High School Afanata Angleterre Tuwabdu. So Tuwabdu jam fanang kana karawala fa fanna la mayang ko jata kende abunda so aning science karang ani jata kende aning fanna jama kara mayang kan.
Ya, assalamualaikum bading ulu talam sehu call Bismillah UDP online bantaba. Okay, bal Bismillah UDP online bantaba B Aramis Lungu. November Karotilinano, the 4th of November 2021, exactly 22:58 p.m. right now in the Gambia and 22:58 p.m. in the United Kingdom. It should be 11:58 p.m. in Europe. Call Bismillah late edition of Political Perspective. So, Mbal back. I'll be Dunia Dawda Mbaflale. Thank you. I'm seeing something on the screen here which I don't like myself. Okay. Let me see. I'm seeing something. I don't know whether you guys can hear me loud and clear. I'm seeing something on the computer which strange. So, but anyway, hopefully Album can if somebody can write on the comment section for Album can before I continue. I'm seeing something strange on the screen. Something really not. Yeah, I'm seeing something on the computer which is not normally that I see. So, okay. At least 3 people have confirmed that Album can. Allah Barakabake, thank you so much. Mbal Bismillah, you like Bantaba, late edition of Political Perspective Show. Aramis Lumo. I'll be doing that on Mbal Control number Flaleko, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Alama, the new program, Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Fundakono, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Mena kachal men suru la janga seke kachati me alon ko asente nafa ayatolo nafa ay Gambia banko nafa mena kachal men suru la jang komen ka ke nyami wati banko do ko lom ndole banko le no la andung fojan in December on the 4th inshallah. The race is on. We are not going to relent. Mediamule continuously until we see that this in our view, it's not at a bankuding or nafala fenna. It's a failed government. We will do everything humanly possible to do that, and nothing is going to stop us. Inshallah, masatalla demaroto. So, me benkela drong kaduantol killing alama masatalla so kairabala. Ani sonna tenkungo na banko fana na dua tenkungo la je ani yiruwa peace and stability nyato ta surtout mena dunna ni election o men teng. It is very, very important. Benga dua tengu wala banko kan it is what is fundamental. Ndol kilingo kilim fana masatola se kairo kenya bake si jara kenda dina sabante frewol ko menga duwe jaw nyame wati ni wati bawo jeron ultimate destination ti ñin duniya ko be ni ngiri ngaro jela ben mbebe laban na jela alama jam fala mel tata ndol man fi seyati be dami alama masatalla la junbol ko fandi ma bake mbokay mang la na bismillah juti plan banta ba tay alhamis ñenenti fan ci wéri november it's a minute past 11 p.m. right now in the UK and a minute past 11 in the Gambia as well. It's a minute past midnight in Europe. Manglena bismillah political perspective so tardena why bente sometimes will come late right now but we will always do the programs inshallah. Nothing is going to stop us. Man just benadomi NPP muma tag sin nonsense ambi mune se who said li tay dafa dem coma because we not have political perspective. So have a guy MPP the ñoradi. So man, if you look at it, sometimes I come late. I do the programs around 10:30 in some days. Yeah. So, but I was planning to come anyway. So, and I was also watching Janaba Masola program on member caring. Janaba Masni Aisituba, very, very interesting show. Women empowerment. The program on member caring bimbo jibekang. So Niano Baroe Manasi Gambia be samba buffer zone. What I say was Libalala program okay. Alcana dang Alenian crowd men samba buffer zone. Nalafra Ali Gambia 2 million population of samba buffer zone. Hanali oleke. I will still come to Bantaba because we are consistent. We just want to go and talk about issues. Crowd not a crowd man now Martin and Tolmana program. All right, so get that in your heads, and people cool. Please get that in your heads. Niatra borrowed 900,000 voters will be the jele buffer zone. Well, Martin say who said mala program. Okay, so body all welcome from a political perspective. Soto. Mbafla assalamu alaikum to all of you and welcome on board. Nga tukulur si fanangele tukuru ana tukulur si Nancy Sahole Nancy are you sleeping? Nancy Sao, Madam Fabijana Tukrosi tag because Tukrosi and Tagle Ako all the opposition parties should come together to stop Barrow. Thank you Tukrosi for making that video. Definitely. Despite my disagreements with you sometimes, Ngaloneko, you love your country and then you would definitely don't want to see Gambia and useless president to continue to be in office. Mbal from a political perspective show. Memang for like Wolom. UDP Ngolo, Alingan Sondomol Tenkunding a calm. There is what they call mind game in politics. Mind game is at work. Kibarol be sharing. Najeko iko there is talk of iko for man for barole ya for bari iko rumors will be kekanko possibly barobe sojarol kumandila on Saturday. But in tengam fanyininga sojarol for what? Okay. So modol ba fo kanko possibly say IEC na unthinkable decision taga foko ka UDP leader disqualify so like na barobe finger. So anyway, I don't know whether Barole knew for. I think Momode Sabali broke the news and Sabali is very credible. Abuka Fundira Laka Diamo just definitely Sabali has a lot of credibility when it comes to disseminating information. So for him to say that, so Abanta something sort of on at his fingertips to try to agitate something. But there is nothing in the laws of the Gambia, as far as I know, and lawyer Jamal Kachata, and I always consult lawyer Jamalunke Kumandi. Ndemanke mfanke jack of all trade. Nimfengofe within the context of law, Melio feel karanka ole kacha ni se dia munge consult before ngana live on the platform. There is a sectional member ngafojane section 62 3A, B, and C, and in section 166 4A of the Constitution. Momoete Karang, there is nothing in the laws of the Gambia which IEC can invoke to disqualify lawyer Usainu Dabo, as far as I know. And a lot of lawyers have validated this. So NPP in Kolu, they are just talking. And let me ask you, if NPP are hell-bent on disqualifying the UDP leader, you think they would be so worried about taking him on December 4th? Why would they be so preoccupied with this crowd competition? Yala 1 + 1 is 2. Because Niela Dokuokenu, Itoliaje ko okay, lawyer Young Starboy audio bondi Fatima Sise. If you can send me that audio, please send it to me. I'll play it here. Young Starboy audio bondi na pruka more calm down. So Stefana Nata Walla. No Fatty Hedara found your Buffalo Mole calm down, which is good. We need to have cool heads. I'll plan. Go. I see Gambia no lebiji. Alaje Mamar Njai. Mamira moy Gambia kanuka tambati. Mafo mole Gambia bari nga mafana mo banku dingota Gambia kanula dingol lebe banku kan. Anything that will plunge Gambia into chaos or semblance of chaos 1 month to the election, Mamira will be emanate from Alaji Mamar Njai. Ntela Jirot. So, Membe Cake and Drong, they would look at they have looked at the nomination papers. It got public scrutiny, your ad jele, for whatever reason. And Saturday they will list to publish. Let's calm down and wait for Saturday. Ikon ninsi mem famu samati woman binakalan sumansi, right? So bimu Thursday lady, Friday, Saturday, we will get the list. So Albenga calm down, UDP Nkolu, let's carry on with our campaign. Let's carry on conversing for votes. Lawyer Dabo Nyanta Mengala Akele Assets Declaration ke the first candidate and the only candidate me alonko ala asset solu I publicly I declare. Candidate do make follow. Atele follow yoke. So he is filing his nomination papers. UDP Nyanta na campaign schedule Nyanta ole dealer and UDP da mamodi. Amanka Yuri. Thank you so much, Malandabo. I'll check my WhatsApp audio. So I will play this audio here. And left them follow on Yuntiko. Alen Kakari Taria panicla. There is no need for panic. We are on track. We will give Barrow a run for his money. And no money ko for modia. They san. Why dega UDP mo am dole why? UDP am dole. Harama wax lolu ci kaw. Ah? Suma wax lolu sa duma de buga tok dem ha taxaw wakko. Political powerhouse of Gambia is United Democratic Party. Because Nimmalo Waratali, 7 political parties with some supporters of the former ruling party, APRC, NCP, GDPDP, PPP, Independent, Wolube Kafunyokam. There is now this competition with only one political party. United Democratic Party for Gambia for all endorse. But the crowd competition will make a even before Bibi Dabo endorse. So UDP can wreck NPP Sino Baliandi for saying a quick crowd competition. So nigga NPP kill lota for them then Munebekela. Yenyim party jama be soto. Hani nyaonya. Today the talk is even media kafo while crowd UDP, crowd Kibi. We have seen drawn pictures of Ilabingo. Ndede lola ja nafo ko molmansi abofa zonde. Mul nata jele. Ndede nala ja ntemanke NPP nkolti. UDP la crowd theater, but let's look at the composition of the crowd. Ngo al iko ni fan nene musula ni lawato sita tonyase koi. UDP la crowd is organic. UDP la crowd is organic. Opposition party me alonko iboka moto di mola it become more induced, more funtita on their own volition, and you can see the passion, more funtitale. NPP la crowd, there was no passion. Yala nga fa jane kon tel man degalaare wax man politique Gambie jarul ma fen NPP xala ma wax le loolu doomi UDP la waaye su ma ñëwee fii lu ma fi wax rek yàlla dina ma aate loolu tax lu ma fi wax rek loo xam ne óolul ma dama lay wax ne dañ ma ko wax because man suma baameel jarut ma yàq ko si affaire politique bi wax naa loolu te loolu I'll be very consistent on that until the day I would stop hosting shows on this platform. Duma nega fi ma ne crowd bariwut NPP seen crowd man duma NPP crowd génne na UDP crowd was huge. Why the composition of UDP crowd the composition, yes, Musa said it, thank you, I've got that audio, I'll play it in a minute. Thank you to everybody that sent it to me. The composition of NPP crowd and then the composition of UDP variance be all right. Iko nyaka cross yirolek mbesiri njam nyintile bulo medo ko la na source do en call akonya sew sedli akonyo ko barola nyimlando civil servant be farani imam Prince Boubacar Sankano je yalla ngajele ngolo feo sa fongole afam wer Prince Boubacar Sankano is a civil servant just like our Tembedu bedo ko la gamtel, and he posted a picture with Barola Haftano. He is openly supporting NPP. But Gambia mo animal family. As long as you support Barrow, you can violate the code of conduct of the civil service. You can violate the rules, left, right, and center. All right? Pamodu Bojanko, man, you are looking fresh there. Pamodu. Nimbara. Kotana de mbekoma. So you understand. So, Munebe Kering, Barola crowd, mota fola baroman crowd so to be there. Nte kume alonko just political on afoko. Baro crowd, but Tonya, Barola crowd dindingul siata je. Andung, it only got 50,000 women march ibe wole parela, but kewole fon siata je. Dindingul siata je, but civil servant ol siata je, security personnel siata je. Niani UDP la crowd compare. UDP ta is organic. UDP ta is real. Anum passional. Wolika ika moljele be borikan. Ini yellow. The energy. Barola crowd more energy sort of break out a nomination dula. Energy ya sort of daming buffer zone. But in fact, Janimbe continue la fong. Nyanta menki fola jangolom. Nyanta sango konton na follow. Ngafo inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Wakati ngul hakili boti. But ngana platform moto. Wala na intentionality num fango. Na sign in tune fango banta bachan malla fa plelo naf alquran wala prela. Nsalbe bolo se wala muhadama di ngolti ñino leketa. Sango leketa Gambia kunun. Me alon ko me sango konton na family members olia NPP ngolom. Me konton na sangola. Bawo political lo ñinti drum bari tolme banko di ngoleti. Iko more lulu alamane mani ko farakle wolle banta on their way to NPP nomination or melka bonang for URR ma fongola samo keta Gambia bi ngambari muso doje London jang faka kumbo atata ako dega NPP man nyanna mune haklo bulandi nyina adam boro kukilinge wolon ala nomination dula ay sangole follow konton good omuku kende baleti. And he extended condolences to the bereaved families. Well, good. Omuku kende baleti. Bari Baro nata munela. Biri ngaje jaliba ngamera jaliba plate nyin blanto le pofo zone. I stand to be corrected. Because ntebe dunka rek kerfatu. Ndunta rek iko NPP at buffer zone. Ndunta rek ngala moy demanding. Bari biri mahimuna sisa dawo kanas diamore ngana funo fa karab because ngala te ko mol len desperate la ka mol neng so mate la diamo la moy so brigo ko first speaker may na sisa da borem funtita. That's the time I left watching it. All right, bari biri belo ambiance la ngaji ambiance biri njale ba start ka play go to mo ika passion jegal be because funding olom balobe kandere mo la fita enjoyment and the NPP tisato is so easy to get in Gambia because you can find more kande so ngame je fon do fona natan ko la ko nyeko esa fal fana bi jele so a crowd all dunta nyokono so I don't know how true that is but ngo yene ko why would esa fana the crowd ni tol mala fi barola mole muna be stela ji adding to Barrow's crowd but the composition of the crowd but ndenga miracle NPP definitely dropped the ball ñu manke politique kuti to mando nimbe ñu fala je bafla ha sidili the list I expect from these people today wolom baro ba fala la molen al nga ñinke low kiti ni lama lulu ni lulu wala bata na kola adam baro la kola ba moment dunta la moto andi ko 14 year old do be je santi tani nanu wo fongo bant accident auto pour kana kayte nominate ni wo keta hani one life le lost baro nyanda men fala la mole wala ñinti ko ali nga ñinke very low kiti al tan nominate doro nga say so kono ngaje na sister do be London ja ko baro fo nyanta mo nekela nyanta travel la with this convoy kata ko korral kono bari inte kam menji chain tumando NPP ngol nga nyim fali asal kamba but as far as Adam Barrow is concerned momo fata baro la kola itata le drom manta kamala kam the evidence has been shown time and time again bring Maimuna Sisa Dabo came about Almane Maniko Forkalai. And in Barrow la celebration dole benta Banjul. They did not also put that off. They went ahead with the musical jamboree. They celebrated. Today, they did the same thing up of Zoom. But what NPP call them? I personally, I thought they could have done it differently. But you know why it might get differently? Because NPP is always eager for UDP compete. Because UDP Monday Ngamenke was the talk of the town, was on Facebook, UDP la crowd siala. So niake low kitty, mold the silale, multitala buffer zone because Jamababi ambience like somebody. So they don't want to take that risk. Because niake low kitty mold in the buffer man kai jarot mastefi. Man darane kofi. Haral manibi. So they would go ahead, no matter they would come under the blame. They will be castigated for showing lack of respect to the dead. But they want to showcase their crowd. And they couldn't do that without ambience. All right? So, your musical play, pour que more crowd ni maintain because it all you know, ni crowd competition bring out the president Barrow from ya dala manasi. Rola ngalango UDP definitely. But UDP dega. UDP mo party ballot. Ngai fenke ko nyaadi na jaran ko nyaadi ba kawsu ka mu mori baleti ba UDP fana mu parti baleti nansi saw UDP mu parti baleti because ndenga Gambia drone je parti killing ay parti lulu woro wala ke sino baliandino fo ka competition because ni malo nyanta warlale Adama Barrow as incumbent and in PPP the first party member the first republic APRC Second Republic Barofon Lako, and in Bojo Patiolu, NCP, GDPDP, Rabisin the Helmana Party, Dr. Ture, and in Molu Bay, Bachili Fadan Kafutekam, Name Lamin Bojam Fanambe, Jagar La State House, General Bojam. So all these people will steal the crowd competition by the UDP. Number right now, it only have like, UDP man can master why into all party jello. But that shows the power of United Democratic Party. UDP party ballot na. UDP da malase okay no Gambia political kono. Today, new crowd competition is between one political party and party of 6-7 people plus the incumbency. Alinga nyina kukilina. UDP, the real vote counting go back to December 4th lady. In crowd because psychologically crowd is always an advantage. And jikoka waraje nila mulshiata. Bao election is about crowd. But the moment be for the crowd koni beko katofa. How do UDP for now? That's why I say we put plus or minus %. Amanke ko moment be funtita tele lungo be ba for UDP le. Alinka faneni. In fact, there is one I think that's source nyanta remind la ngamra something jaite. I think I stand to be corrected. Maybe source nyata be lamoy kan. Please message okay nyana nka communicate through media moment. All right, mbuka communicate through WhatsApp la. Nka communicate through media moment message okay nyana what. Jaite dole bije. CID official a UDP la t-shirt le dung abe UDP la crowd kono on at nomination day. Nga Gambia nka nyina jela le say Nancy Saho min dolo all ni new Joshua ni ka bonang Banjul GTTI ma fon yala wo Joshua ndo fon beje prison CID ole officers to je ma fon la atebe wolto. All right, I will check on my phone. Maybe this person is listening to me because the program will follow religiously. So now I to confirm you na rek mba follow. Okay, so I'll just keep my phone there. Okay, but at the UDP la crowd konole, so ye state agents also to UDP la crowd konole. So wala na manke ko momo beo old Joshua. Thank you. Momo beo Blato. Amanke ko beba fele UDP le. Bari na mel long opposition la crowd. Momo funtita opposition la crowd. Wallet opposition la fo nyanta sumanda crowd la, but not incumbency. Incumbent civil samanol beje la security ol beje mo jamal beje dole beje kodi kole CJ dole beje ye famol. So momo incumbent ke fan ne crowd la. What are you better? You might be in for rude awakening on election day. I say might, but you may not as well. But you may as well. It's a possibility. But opposition generally, the crowd organically and it's definitely close to being realistic. It's close to being realistic. Opposition everywhere. Because more tata tisa to dunga tata. Rightly 95%, 96% will be fellow party, but not with the incumbent. Well, Nanko, let nobody be apprehensive about this. And secondly, NPP UDP la crowd jele on Monday. Video Jerek, they always want to copy us. They always want to prove us wrong. So all these days they are working. Aliyama esa fala diamo sole. Abe mansakunda jalaikam. All right. Let me send message to this guy so that as a respond. Okay. Okay. All right. So esa falko ni isan school mbeduna jele demanding. In fact, ni isan school man sekunda alkana tulunyi isan school. Essential all over the world is a sensitive product. Not all products are sensitive. All right. Chocolate is not a sensitive product because you can live your life conveniently without eating chocolate. Not everybody likes chocolate. Some people even say it's not healthy. But kids generally like chocolate, right? All right? Sweets, they don't love it, even though it's not healthy. But you can live your life. But life, economy cannot function with fuel shortage. Now meter, it becomes a national security threat. Bankolu economy leka tamani essential. Essential leka na power generation. Motor essential use. Transportation, Gambia 60% of motor beka gas oil use. There is gas oil shortage in the country right now. Ngadalilo falien. Abubakar Jawara, Haji Bani Sissoho, they've got hand in this. With Sehu Drame. Sehu Drame, Wolebe Maraling, Depola, at like a distribution of fuel. Sehu Drame, I more other companies or supply or I sika IRD, either Abubakar Jawara or Haji Bani Sissoho, because I've got right now conflicting news and I have to put it out there. Haji Bani Sissoho, but somebody also alerted me. Actually, Bubakar Jawara, one of them anyway, but he Bemu Barola Molet. Baro is working with them. Barrow is doing business with them. So one of them supplies NAWEC. Ate monekera, ate importation oleke, but I'll supply them for the bank come follow. So I thought okay, let me use the word allegedly. Allegedly, Ikwai Sehu Drame, of course, I offended Diala. Allegedly, I just have to cover myself with that. I could already say who Drame la. Allegedly, I Dukule. So Sehu Yen Elton, Petrogas, and all these other people la supplier. I always seek a the Hajibani Sisohola, Puruka Nawek supply, heavy duty. So what that invariably created shortage in the market. And now I'll supply a malo muntu malamina. Wala na man sekunda ya marila. This, my fear is, nomination will feleketa. Hope by Saturday we will have the list of those who are nominated. Then the next phase will be campaign period. Campaign titala no esanso koma. Somebody also said to me that the little quantity of gas oil, member market, equal instruction of the jar oil and GNPC, pour ye willful discrimination keji, puruka the NPP and NPP affiliated agents. This is the message that I was told today. And that there's an element of truth in that. Because Nali Ajibe be barola molman for esansola. Esa fal la mol for the esansola. Esa fal ma moto sotodo. Akwata I aning for 200 and malon jeli gele. At a price of a memfoji, barola mol nata, they offered more. So, of course, these car dealers, car owners, they always want to go for higher offer. All right, in business. If somebody offer you 2,000 and somebody say I can hire your car for 5,000, of course you want 5,000. Simple economics, simple theory of business, right? So Barrow right now saying you little quantity meje ye iko directive lady ka foko jar oil and GNPC right now. I told member Gambia, please, I'll jar oil monitor, I'll GNPC la petrol station monitor, Ali ajibe motolu jumal leka supply o taji. Nindol taraje ko gasolo bantal. But ni NPP la mol nata ya dila. And this can go on until nga dun campaign period okono. Because Barrow left them like opposition, ala opponents or la movement can stifle, can restrict. Because it a campaign okele no nalma mobile. Petrol be banko kane, but it's gas oil. But 60% of Gambian cars use gas oil. So what that will lead to is wala movement of a restricted. And now the government has no idea. Abubakar Jawara or Haji Banisi Sahola supply mina water. They have no indication. They are running low on supply. So the Gambia government, what you should do, Alialo Nanyanta Mekela, even if you are going to take supplies from Senegal, Nananga remember nung a sans crisis kata Gambia la interaji. Yaya Jamela time la woti. They made arrangements to get petrol from Senegal. In fact, there was a day I was driving. Castle oil membe Latikunda. I managed to get some quantity of petrol from there. So guys, I'm sorry, new supply button in Senegal. So government should make arrangements. Ning na quantity man for the follow. Aleta isanso come in Senegal. Ale Gambia supply. Life goes on. Nin tapala yata koma. Because atol la motoli supply sotole already. Alright. Atol la motoli arrangement sotole already. Atol la moto because motol membe funti the NPPB. NPP would be last people to complain about fuel. About jar oil, I understand it will need more water NPP ikai sanso dilali. But the need water order come bafule ko supply man sotoja. We want this to be addressed ASAP, ASAP. Alkana national crisis samana bankukan. This is election. We are now on the brink of elections, president's election. It's just about less than exactly today, 1 month away. Exactly from today, Gambia election curriculum natima effective today because today is the 4th of November. On the 4th of December, Gambians will be going to the polls. Nyin namananke bankukan dunia kono 1 month to the election, petrol shortage. That shows yala wala na ninga molje diamo la beep of a zone. Nga diamo molje le kika baro support. The likes of Suleiman Jeng and many others. Allah dalilo mum le kika baro support. Hasidi adoro. A president, responsible president, it you Jumalebe Lafila on the verge of facing your nation, seeking for re-election. The country is plunged into energy crisis, fuel crisis, and you money you alio re-elect. But imantara baro support kam kula, UDP la konante ya nko. When you repeat, repeat. That is the only reason for some people. APRC melbe bulaka noma, wolu tamu kodi nyiri rangolti, and wolu people like FJC wolu. Bi modole alat ako Yankuba Touré la muso fonka. Yankuba Touré me alonko ya sentence. Ala muso ka NPP la support. In fact, Ngama you could bring Jammeh spoke and said at a NPP support, like he wrote something ako wrong move. Because when I get FJC, the youngster case left fight can Barrow will commute his sentence to maybe life in imprisonment or whatever, I amnesty or whatever. Then eventually I amnesty diala. So you call for Barrow support. Because Nimbaro nata yanks be fundilal. So opportunism le be nyundulan today. Dol tamo tribalism leti. Ngolone. Dol tamo equality. Siku is playing a major role. Hane diaspora jam. Nga modo leje ka Baro support ndeysan. Melbe tubab duja ya lonko definitely Baro munut. Nga na sister dole je London bi. Definitely. Nga la video jibe si crying. Ako ateboka esa fall support faka doyle support si cried. But I mean for Tonya long. Ako dara dohul si dekabi. Nan len gene yefi head in our politics. Hamgalalla. Baro wallahi you guys are playing with fire. Lidu aferi UDP. Baro munuta yore Gambia. Baro kuko support either sa interest like somebody like Ahmad Bah or Nyom Oje Jallo, Nyom Hegna Bugun Loya Usenu Dabo Neka president. They are not supporting Baro dafa mun. Baro munut. Why ñun ñu nekk ci diaspora ñun ñuy wax lañ mun. Lu leen neex ngeen def ko. Man se Jose Dili man buguma Baro binde. Why if you guys are hell bent on electing this man because of hate you have for UDP, Albedo na julolale. Yalon diamuta nun janne. The likes of Pamudu Bojang. And the Moleme struggle kono. He made a fola Gambia no le ko Alkana Yaya Jammeh support. Mulu diamuta. When did Gambians get the wake up call? At the tail end of Jammeh presidency. Bray manding kolu neng. Astateka musolu neng. Astateka korra virtually. Astateka more effect. Utumole some people pull the plug off of Jammeh. Gambiano nak dol bije klimbali atabaki. Gambiano more selfish ringo wala siata. Selfless people. Alinga tonyafo. More bije they are selfless. They love the country. They are patriots. But equally, we have a lot of self-centered people in that country. And the world on Gambia actually is healthy. What on the problem? Gambia many batakono because of more self-centeredness. More kunkilimo. Banko ni diam da mobe ka banko le mira. They are hiding behind Baromo Democrat lady. How can Barrow be a Democrat, but Barrow will instruct the police to go and disrupt a citizen holding press conference in his own compound? How can that person be called a Democrat? Because there is nothing in the laws of the Gambia. All right? Tukulorsi, this time if they vote for Barrow and APRC, I will not fight for their freedom. Thank you. I will not blame you. And I'm not going to blame anybody. We cannot spoon feed people. Molmu adults already. Sanje Lulu Barrow e moneke Gambia. Tafas baluol be kolayaring cost of leading color. binga modo lek nga muso doje di am la baro la programme oto ako baro yow da nga dimbale jigéeni Gambia ngo subhanallah teri ngo moy mamuso ñu tolonde atolon fo MCT bang ako yow yaay buga jigéeni Gambia. Look at Gambia women's life matter ñaata jigéeni ñoo développé wa xam nga jigéen boobu noonu so leen ma wax turam bi fii kooku poosam la xool kooku xoolul jigéeni Gambien de musolu men be fakam bolon kono l'hôpital to Gambia niko x-ray fimo fon mo problem x-ray ma fo machine de fimo fon ni mo x-ray ka print membala o fo mo challenge leti MRI scanner man soto global fon buko soto hospital oto borol buko soto hospital. But we have one irresponsible woman who stood at buffer zone today ako Gambia musolu barole be fasakan. That woman is grossly irresponsible. Why ñom ñoy nit ñoo xamne sen intérêt masi FGC lañ Fatoumata Jahumba Cissé boño lo wolti ila kodo ito la passion maybe baroye 50,000 kilindi ata la boro. Do you think she would care whether Fatoumata Drame in Busumbala or the paso sotol or Binta Jarama membe Badibu for a depaso sotol ba? No, atela poso kono nka wala fo ñi selfishness kun kilin nafalal jamabaka bula barono oje jallo lombam Amad Ba lombam Amad Ba o yala wo corruptale Amad Ba dossier fundita nane meddu no kotole because in fact ngamoy ko iko journalist o ya clarify Pap Ali ko atema interest. But this government irresponsibly reacted without doing due diligence ka confirm for Pap Ali leofo Pap Ali not in Malundi kati he has nothing. But there is a cocaine story me video play la liyan yen time obiji cocaine story fundita link in Gambia ite react lola but baroko abe miraka ne purko samba nim baro seneyata. You don't say Baro is thinking. You have to do it. A president, you cannot say, well, we are contemplating. When you contemplate, then you are not sure. Baro is thinking of taking the man to court. No. You don't contemplate. You act decisively. Because the former president, Sadawda Kareba Jawara, very long newspaper member UK, Tumi, he was thinking that he consulted his lawyers straight away. I case file court because so Nim Baroko he is clean. You don't contemplate, you act. Journalists samba court. Barata kela because Nim Baroyo samba court. Iko Aissatou Touré la iko musundi utom Aissatou Touré. Aissatou Touré su fekene yow xamak ban Aissatou Touré la. Aissatou Touré yow bugulo Gambia yow lu nga wax lolu du dega. Ne Baro dafa am yermanga jigéeni Gambia yow sa intérêt ngay topa yow sa maasi ñoo yaxa Gambia demal si l'hôpital yi nga sit ñaata jigéen ñoo torox si l'hôpital yi demal si dex bi nga sit ñaata jigéen ñoo struggle but this is the thing so même na mo nekk la before nga ñina ñing audio la bawo mo le ñu audio ki ñana ne Yangs Dabola audio badanga play jang in regards to this rumor. Ali lamo Yangs Dabola.
Assalamu alaikum. Badin Gambianolu anin UDP Nkolu. Albadi Malamu Yangs Dabo. Lawyer Yangs Dabo. Ndelena da kananying audio fenke because breaking news woli ya datile kodanje ibe mulu silandila ibe mulu sonno mudundila nyoto. Meme mfalali wala mnyende ko. Ikami mfali sojarol put on standby len dunta jana fintila jana alal tela ale sino ale al nyakasi nyunkuma kamolla sojarol la standby wo biko le niko fali fata ba ko ila mo hajile boto fondi ke standby kanan dolle fa bay bem fala manga muneke mun dalil le bat nebe mol fal. Number 2 in disqualification alal da bonni disqualification ko kan because candidate o membal bulu lawyer Usainu Dabo qualified tale amanke disqualified qualified tale momo koybe lawyer Usainu Dabo disqualifying the lebe kelolo mamandila in banko kan because nyim banko mbele dentala banko ni lualemu mbenga lualo ne luai memfa senera lawyer Usainu Dabo qualified alkal be sembo use la fal ni nata ko UDP ni dictator lo keleta janzani mo ninjel ay na mulu fa ay namol sorong ay ko beke woman dol silandala sako Adam Barrow member na UDP dukar alfanang alsi ale tenkun ale al hakilol tenkunde Saturday IEC ni la listo binale be lawyer dabo to kala jele ko ya nominate le ngata ne public scrutiny wala nyindi ko ye molu minu to listo safe wal better listo to for 7 days o 7 days o momo e kumo soto je sorta soto mari la ko to ena ya fo IEC ni legal question mo IEC nyanda men gala wala nyindi ko ya fo mari la nyimul legal ko den dollu ama sembo dina pour nga legal text so in.
Okay, is that where the audio ends? Audio stopped already. Malang, I don't know whether you sent the complete audio to me, but I stopped a little. Let me see Musa say the message or whether Musa will say. Okay, I take audio kilo. But me lawyer young star about ten dollars back ba jaila. Yalong nkanye ne fali. Alenga hakilol tenkundi. Alenga hakilol tenkundi UDP nkulu. Lawyer Dabo, in terms of Fenlejo Constitution about and Section 26 of the Gambian Constitution is explicit. Bankoding, ala nyantolom, ala raitlom, purka palaso nyini, ka public office nyini. So ni momo kobe mo disenfranchise la wala. Iba londi da dalila kennekan. Lawyer Dabo, ikanying dismissal menfo. Among apply to Lawyer Dabo. Nga fali yenne public office lawyer dabo vice president of public office now tata sections 1664A. I will tell you the reference. Go to the Gambian Constitution, section 166 subsection 4A. Altaji alia read amanjere lawyer consult ako in this constitution the president, the vice president, the secretaries of state with the ministers, National Assembly members, the speaker, the designated speaker are not public office. They are not in public office. That expression is meant for section 62A. Wala foko, when you are in public office and you've been dismissed, then it will president ya. But the same constitution clearly states that the vice president, the ministers, the speaker, the deputy speaker, and also assembly members, it told you they are not deemed to be in public office. Luwa muluwality. Conviction on him, Lawyer Dabo has been pardoned. That's why he became vice president of the Gambia. Adam Barrow like a vice president. It take a no vice president, he need a Lola Gambia police. So be mune sambala na me along with the Lawyer Dabo stop law. Where? IEC, katama luwala. Ntemunga understand Gambia from why you diamo from Brazil. Somebody was appointed vice president after Birabo the prison. So this is the thing. This is all illogical. Let's move on. So alinga yangse munefo, alinga try. Let us not fall for the bait. Aling kakari ni rumo solta. Ndela telefono rintele ni ularo. Nga fighti hedara fana njaba fala la telefono be rinka. Ni molu yenyi information sifal moy rek ika panic le. Alinga focus na campaign kan. Right now campaign wasol be siri. Momo be dice project itala no Gambia. Ngajele MB Krubali old futata. A lot of people are arriving. Some people are arriving later. Molbita Gambia le be campaign kalaji. Mel titala mel be alon ko mam pretala. Albe mol mako la no nyaming. Wolon ka albadi ngol kumandi. Bi modolen call na sister dolen call I message obla nya ko ñu sehu. Finally ngamba man fama be convince le be ba file UDP le. Ngai ko thank you. Abe America le tumo da be la moy kam. Akonyo ko nibe diam kan all this day akonyo to la sokoro be ba file UDP le. So na fula lady fula sister dole fana be jam. Ate very sympathetic to UDP. But I'm not a UDP. But akonyo ko na family fana be ba file UDP. Akonyo se hunte man involved in tribalism koto. Ika ha fulul ka barole support ten ninteng. Akonyo ko nte it's about nte be janne mbe do ko la UK janne. Nte la fita pour good health care itara na banko kam. Wallahi mbesiri nyankay ko. Ngay ni nyongo siata Gambia bitalale. Akonyo ko ngam mbari fulo dol fanka fale ha iko ni UDP winter anything akonyo ko ate she doesn't believe in that. And thank you. Thank you. We need patriotic citizens like those people. All right. So isuti. Bari banko siko iko oje jallo ngala diam to nyun planto ngaje molba fala ko oje fa ko lawyer da mete jim palaso nyula nata oje ole ofo. That's a very irresponsible statement from Oje Jallo, because Oje Jallo ought to know better. As a former minister, Ayaloneko Ablaiwad sought to become president of Senegal multiple times. Janabib Ganyela. The late Nelson Madiba Mandela struggled 27 years. So, isuti. Tunko Malayemu audio Kinyang. Let me check what is the audio about? Tunko, let me check. Okay. Tungo ni nomination kule yole Kinyana. Okay. Okay, I think we dealt with this here, Tungo. The requirements for nomination, I think we know. Candidates are a citizen of the Gambia. Candidate has attained a minimum age of 30 years. A candidate has completed senior secondary school education. A candidate has been ordinarily resident in the Gambia for 5 years immediately preceding the election. A candidate shall be nominated by not less than 5,000 voters whose name appeared in the register of voters, with at least 200 voters being drawn from each administrative area. Sworn declaration of assets, tax clearance certificate, payment of deposit of $10,000 is, we sort of representative symbol, color, and photographs of the candidate. We ngani for Janet Tunko. Dabo, Atelon the only candidate. Atela assets all declare public, and it was very interesting today. Bring Tunko is calling. I will take him in a minute. Tunko, hold on there, please. Just hold on 1 second.
Just a quick one.
Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Yalan, assalamu alaikum. Mir konton nenila jiber lal nila moeral.
Wa alaikum salam.
Namolu ibe mbatande kambakele mol buka sino no telephone commandiro bulu.
Yeah.
Ibe mol ni otoranda, and they are not helping the situation.
Yeah, all of problem.
They are not helping the situation. Lawyer Dabo Bini Sherum. I knew Kuma killing Jabila, Jabi, for Laban style, near Kalaka, Kamfa. Lawyer Dabo Komolioko, Lawyer Dabo is one of the Gambia's finest lawyers. What also know.
Tungo, let's move away from this topic because it's draining and yeah.
Lawyer Dabo Biring Jawarala Taimo. Abe lawyer yala anala group yale ne need ta kiti wala kamen fa ka fa ne digital ya tola wala digital ni lawyer parete bi ta kiti le ka fo lawyer Dabo ne tambin kel be nyato ya tola wala ka fa ne digital. Lawyer Dabo is one of the Gambia's finest lawyers, moto so nola. Lawyer Dabo kalioko ku sabale simbali kalo president yala Gambia nim fata janni ben tombonna electiono wo man kuno do mo ala la kiti wala fulanja on incapacité ala lanjur lantam me yalon kon te nyaton kaya nola wo fanante kuno la ala la lanjuro lon sabanja on UDP ko etende tale be sekula tala wala be tunko la tala wonta kuno la auto biko si mante ta bari ni anyu ku sabol be man ken ta man fenne je luwa fanna kono membe mballa lola sila halte la do ko
wala na la tungo yalo the reason ngani topic of jam because of nying safero membe Facebook but la fita like Tuklor she said ngana na energy waste in topic it's not worth discussing it nga move on because it's draining. We have better things.
Nde wole ke bi somanda bem eta falna da nomination wala nga jabe abe cry kan any sad. What I did is so bitamba dum be la nga telephone ko mande ni musolo mun ko e kemale e ko nyan kema felen ko telephone we billahi wallahi tallahi binta sorta wala ke
wala tumbo wala nyanta kala na mol mobilize
mbele denta labu la jano buka dabo kari kun do yelo buka kanka telephone ke on ba nyenyin kanko e bingelle bal telebu ya totalo fonya nko la ay jungle ta university ya qualify ko nya ye do ko so ay kengani mbalu so ni alla carte fay adama en ko ni amomo alla ala carte fay adama alon ko albe pata men na la nyin dimul ko na be kala suma fulati ko ite There is no way. Nimen ko Adama Barrow be Gambia falling no la mari kenedel. There is no way se ko Adama be Gambia transform no la nyabe.
Yeah.
Mbe molda ona kafuna barate talala.
Yeah.
The rest aso. Omoe fan kan jandi jang kombe Adama Barrow le tambindi la Adama Barrow tambindi nyim banko kan.
Yeah.
Ate fola mo ko mbe bari fana diminna nyin mbaduni la nyotile fana. Wa ko le ata dol kan nyaaw nyaawul ba tan wala dol.
Tunga labda kumakile ne fola jam. Just as we, I think let's move away from this topic. But before we do, I want to say this on Bantaba. Alinga move on. But any Adama Barrow molu repata or nonsensical or whatever group il have to use la pruka case file in the court. We will also file a case against President Barrow. There are things out there that we can use against Adama Barrow. And you file a case, we'll file a case. And Gambia Bekala Kitioti. Let me make that categorically clear. Because
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yalong manengol ko kuntu fundu na lot we kasio try.
Ndolonga kule lom barola quarter. We are just being quiet about it. But the Adama Barrow. Yes.
Kuntu fundu na lot we kasio try.
Yeah.
Kundu ni ila makaro nyeme akilo tifale kela nyangotinya. Mol la sole mo be sa election la mo load la lo.
Exactly. Peacefully. Yeah.
So as things alima for gods na diamu na mole karto fa UDP wala nyanta kelante ntel lonka.
Yeah.
The other thing man need wala sign.
Yeah.
Alma for gods na diamu mole be moy kande ni diamu ta moy ne tonya fae akabalang bare na ta kita fa yaki ate mirale.
Yeah.
Alma fata kitena loya dabo yala fenko so be na de ngani kai to ke rule sol mel bije a reach IEC kanyina nyininka anything about legal IEC la do ko to komi yankuba dabo e memfo.
Yeah.
Mem legal aspect of it IEC ka fo en ka tamakiti wala.
Yeah. Yeah.
So duka IEC be menkela wala ibe nomination o dila lawyer dabo la momo la taw telling the site bita kiti wala. What lawyer dabo ditala from standing as a presidential candidate.
Yeah. Abaraga Tungo, we if they want to start.
I want to talk. Let me talk. Yes?
Tungo, I don't want to stop you from talking, but I don't want us to be too much on this. No, but hold on, Tungo. Calm down, hold on. I don't want us to use significant part of this program on this nomination issue. Let's move on to other issues. Because we have already been here 1 hour. Yeah.
Dabo Sambala, Kitiola, Loyambo Gilebe Dabo Sambala Kira, Dabo Fender. Now Loyambo Gilo more than Yetalo Yabe. I went to the same class with the wife for 3 years in high school. Now Loyambo Boji Folante.
Yeah.
I made an inquiries, not at our quarter toilet. Loyambo Gile Alum Nuluamu Kora Giroti. Even Joel Mel Kosila 2 music or dear. I alone Dabo Alone where those things are. Yeah. Loyamboji Songomo Babula, Songomo Maparakas. Is my brother, my brother, Teleka cool bed. Moni alone remember Kenny. Cafe Belola Loyanda to Cowboy President Yala Yapo, the Gamati Bola Kumati Gambia. Take up a more Ben Alim.
Okay, Tungo, thank you for your contribution. Let's move away from this topic right now. We've been here 1 hour. It's already late in the United Kingdom. Suma xarit bi Lamdosi lu moo ut fii Lamdosi lu si sa yoon ne what time is it in the UK? You should be able to know. UK and Gambia is on the same time anyway. You should be able to work that out. So I'm gonna move away from this topic. Let's move on. Like I said, Kitty Bunda is for everybody. If they file anything in the courts, we can file something in the courts. Then the Gambia will be there in this spiral court cases, Jani election loan. All right. So let's move on, and like Yanko Badaba said, let's move on. Okay, let's go to the other topics right now. So Memem Fokale Jan Wolo Nyuntiko. Ntebe Mansakunda Yamar la munela wala ni essence ko. Let them address it ASAP. Ali essence samana banko kan. Ngaje ko iko the price which is natural, basic economic theory. When the supply is low and the demand is high, the equilibrium price goes up. So now in the market, some of them have started hoarding. And exorbitant prices. So we've got this information, and it's disturbing, and it's not good for the economy. What this is going to create is the prices will go up. The cost of transportation will go up, and the business community will always add on whatever hidden cost, extra cost, a variable cost, they will add it on onto their profit to make up for their profit margin. So the prices are going to go up. What this is going to create is price rises, and the burden will be on the masses. So new manke politicoti, ala essence ko ala solve ASAP. Mansa kondame along responsible ta. You want to look after the welfare of your people. All right. You important. But right now, they are creating so unnecessary. And nyimbe pour oppositional activist title. Lamdo si wol me along ko tolbe team esa fall. Because Lamdo buy na PPP. Legi dem na esa fall. Ndele waru tadro. I PPP bulale. PPP dingol fongo. Wol fongo say ka PPP bulale say mi team esa fall. So esa fall today very unhappy. Esa fall ko ala crowd manyanta funtele manfulne because ye moto nyineta. But government Adama Barrow wallahi Gambia nalman Barrow jindi. Barrow will be worse than Jame with time. Ayala modo le nyum ha Barrow buka mofa Hadama dingo puka molufa is in different way. You don't have to physically send junglers because ni borol man soro lapitano to konko be banko kam Gambia la security situation deteriorating. Gambians are ni jelle fata Gambia kamne Barrow sita. Jongolal me fade. But security lapse mol fata. Barola Kuman Gambia wati. So let's move away from this nonsensical crowd thing. Alwe mol sambala buffer zone, mol be fenkela jana. Let there be serious issues. Alinga banko doku. Alilamo this video lankara nyi men play tangali. This video. Listen to this.
jërë ngeen jëf mbokk yi tey jii ñu fas yéene waxtaane mbiru trafic de cocaïne bi nga xam ne jamono yi lëmbee na réewum Sénégal ndaxte suñu réew mën nañ ko méngaleeg lu tubaab yi di wax plaque tournante de trafic de cocaïne jàppatuñ fi benn kilo wala ñaar waaye bu ñuy jàpp ba jàpp ay tonnes de cocaïne la ñuy wax lu koy firndeel moo di la ñu jàppoon ca pooru Ndakaaru beneen firnde bi moo di fan yi ñu weesu dégg ngeen ne marine nationale jàpp na benn gaal boo xam ne mi ngi yeboon 2 tonnes cocaïne pure te loolu ña ngi ko jàpp ci biir géeju Ndakaaru mu nekk loo xam ne juróon na coow lu rëy tey ñu fas yéene indi ay leeral yu am solo yu jëm ci gaal googu nga xam ne dañ ko jàpp gaal goo xam ne dafa am histoire bu rëy waaye laata loolu faaw ngeen xam ne lii nga xam ne moo di trafic de cocaïne bi ñetti dëkk ñoo ko séq Sénégal Gambie ak Guinée Bissau trafiquants yi dañuy wër ci ñetti dëkk yooyu ba pare nag am ci ay kilifa yu mag a mag yu leen jàppale ci biir trafic de cocaïne boobule. gaal gi nga xam ne nag marine nationale jàpp na ko ma nga yeboon 2 tonnes cocaïne histoire bu baree bari moo laxasu ci gaal googule image yi ngeen di gis mooy image yu bato bi ba mu bàyyi ko fi nga xam ne moo di Guinée Bissau benn ingénieur turc ci ndimbalu ay ndaw Gambie moo indi bato bi ba fi nga xam ne moom la ñuy wax Denton Bridge benn pont la bu dox ci diggante Banjul ak Bakau ñu bari xam nañ ko rawatina Gambien yi lii nag ñu ngi fa indi bato bi ñetti semaine après lii nga xam ne moo di histoire drogue bi doog a éclaté mais bato bi nii lañ ko indee mu bàyyee ko Guinée Bissau ñu indi ko fi nga xam ne moo di Denton Bridge. bato boobule nag ñaari libaane ñoo nekkoon doon ko contrôler ñaar ñooñu ñëpp nag ñu ngi leen dàkkantele Mohamed te nag dañoo am tànk ca Turquie am tànk ci ñetti réew yi Sénégal Gambie ak Guinée Bissau maanaam mbirum trafic bi yëpp ñoom ñoo koy tëral bato bi ba muy yegg ca Gambie ñoom ña nga woon ca Gambie ñaari Mohamed yooyu di xaar bato bi. gis ngeen ne bato bi ba muy yegg ci Denton Bridge ma nga nekkoon ci couleur bu bleu ba mu yeggee ci Denton Bridge nag ñoom Mohamed ak ña ñu lëkkaloog ci wàllu trafic bi ñoom seen boppam ñoo jël dogal na bato bi dañ koy pentiraat mu weex tàll. waaye bañ koy wax dañ koy pentiraat mu weex tàll am na loo xam ne mébatoon nañ ko fas yéene ko woon def ci bato bi léegi nag ñoom ñu jël bato bi ba mu nekkee ci Denton Bridge fas yéene ko soppi mooy image yooyu ngeen di gis. ginnaaw ba ñu jëlee bato bi mu nekkoon ci couleur bu bleu ñu pentiraat ko mu weex. benn compagnie boo xam ne mooy liggéey ci wàllum nappum jën ñu tuddee ko Thurs Fishery te ku tudd Modou Moussa Sy di ci yëngatu Modou Moussa Sy moomule papam doonoon na un ancien ministre des affaires étrangères bu Gambie ci temps wu Jawara moom ci boppam moom moo leen dimbali ba bato boobu nga xam ne dindi nañ ko ci couleur bu bleu def ko ci couleur bu weex ñu mën ko immatriculer ca Gambie. ci immatriculation boobu nag gis nga ci nataal bi Modou Moussa Sy ak kii di libaane bi ñoom ñoo taxaw ci bato bi. bato bi bañ koy changer couleur bu bleu di ko indi ci couleur bu weex lañ bëggoon moo di def bato bi bateau de plaisance mooy bateau yooyu nga xam ne day bakkane lool nit ñi di ci dugg di wër ci vacances ak mel ni croisière ngay def ba pare nag yemuñu ci loolu bateau bi dañ ko ngéntewaat daanaka jox ko tur bu bees tuddee ko Dubai Yacht mu nekk partenariat ak Thurs Fishery bi nga xam ne Modou Moussa Sy moom moo ciy yëngu te muy yëngu ci li nga xam ne wàllu napp la. ma leen di fàttali ne bato bi ma nga bàyyeekoo ci Guinée Bissau benn ingénieur turc bu tudd Selkout As moom moo ko jëlee fi nga xam ne moo di Guinée Bissau indi ko ba Denton Bridge ci ndimbalu ay ndawu Gambie. waaye ci loolu nag libaane yi dañoo mujj am problème ak ingénieur turc boobule ngir nag ñu mën a jël bato bi tëmbal ko ci biir géej gi libaane yi ginnaaw ba ñu xuloog ingénieur turc boobule dañoo sàkku ndimbalu ñaari sénégalais kenn ki ingénieur la mu ngi tudd Maxagay ak benn navigateur bu tudd Pape Madiop Dieye ñooñu ñoo mujj dem fi nga xam ne moo di Gambie ndax nag xam nañ leen bu baax a baax ca Gambie ci seen xarañte ci wàllu gaal ba ñu demee Gambie nag ñoom ñoo dugg ci gaal bi ngir excursion bi nga xam ne moom la gaal bi fas yéene def ñu jàppale leen ci ngir làq lépp lu ñuy def nag dañoo lancé benn campagne publicitaire pour tàmbali li nga xam ne moo di seen activité ne seen excursion la ñuy def jaar ci dexu Gambie bi tàbbi ci géej gi mu mel ni da ngay def croisière waaye loolu yëpp nag ñu defoon dañ doon nëbb làq ci ginnaaw li nga xam ne moo di trafic de cocaïne bi nga xam ne moo leen tax a jóg. ba bés bi nga xam ne tëmbal nañ gaal bi ci biir géej gi gaal bi dafa dem ba ci digg géej gi am beneen gaal bu ko dab ci biir gaal boobu nag lañ jëlee li nga xam ne moo di 2 tonnes de cocaïne yi dugal ko ci gaal googu loolu yëpp nag ma nga xewee woon ci digg géej gi sénégalais yi nag xamuñ ci woon dara ci gaay yi lañ doon def ndaxte lañ doon làkk sénégalais yi ñoom dégguñu ko woon ña nekkoon ca équipage ba benn Sierra Leone la bu tudd Mara Fadje moom ci boppam moo doon commandé navire bi mu am benn Bissau Guinéen bu tudd Kessetou Bajo am benn Guinéen bu tudd Aliou Camara ak ñaari doomu sénégalais yooyu di Pape Madiop Dieye ak Maxagay ñooñu le ñi ngi fekk ci bato bi juróomi fan laata muy tàmbali li nga xam ne moom la wax ne moom lay def te nag ñooñu xam nañ leen bu baax a baax na ma ko waxee léegi ndax ñu ngi liggéey ci benn société bu tudd gaz nekk fii ci Sénégal. waaye li jaaxal ni ñëpp moo di bato bi ba mu nekkee ca Denton Bridge am na benn personnalité gambienne bu mag moom saa su ne daan na yor benn oto Mitsubishi 4x4 vitre teintée moom moo doon ñëw di superviser lépp li nga xam ne mooy soppite yi ñu war a def ci bato bi nekkoon couleur bu bleu ñu yóbbu ko couleur bu weex. ginnaaw bi nga xam ne sax peinture nañ ko ci weex ba noppi bato bi toog na ñaari semaine ca Gambie ñaari semaine yooyu nag soo gisee dañoo def campagne publicitaire bu rëy seeni flyers comme ni ngeen ko gisee nii pour wax ne bateau croisière la ñuy def. di fàttali ne opération boobule ñaari libanais ñoom ñëpp ñu leen dàkkantelee Mohamed ñoo soytu lépp. ñoom nag dañoo wax ne am nañ sax ay lien ak Hezbollah bi nga xam ne ma nga nekk ca Liban di lëmbee fi mu nekk nii ci wàllu terrorisme waaye li ci doy waar ci mbir mi yëpp moo di boobu ba léegi ñëpp dañoo toog di laaj lu tax réewum Gambie ubbiwul enquête ci mbir mi réewum Sénégal ngir sax suñu marine bi xam ne gaal bi ci boppam tëmb na ci biir géej daanaka mën nañoo wax ne tubaab yi ci boppam ñoo doon suivre opération bi ba ñu xamee ne gars yi nag dugal nañ lii nga xam ne moo di drogue bi ñu avertir marinu Sénégal intercepté li nga xam ne moo di bateau bi coow lu bari am nag fi mu nekk nii ñuy wax ne nañ ci doomu Gambie ñoom ñoo tax rëpp ci mbir mi ay tur nag am na waaye jotagul ñu waxagum fi mu nekk nii tur yi nga xam ne ñu ngi leen di lim. ñu takk lool ci wàllu trafic de drogue bi waaye ñu mën a jàpp ne trafic de drogue bi mi ngi lalu ci ñetti dëkk Sénégal Guinée-Bissau ak Gambie te ñi koy def ñëpp du ñu ndaw ay ponkal lañ yoo xam ne dañoo am ñu leen di jàppale lool ci trafic de drogue bi te sax am na app boo xam ne ñoom ay doomu libaane daanañ dugg ba biir Gambie génne li nga xam ne moo di drogue bi ba Kaolack mu am ay doomu libaane tamit yoo xam ne dañuy dawal seeni ran dem ba Kaolack am poñ bu ñuy daje ñu récupérer li nga xam ne moo di drogue bi mooy photo yii nga xam ne ñu won leen te nga xam ne ay 4x4 d'Antiroba la ñii ñoo doon dem di jëli drogue bi fi nga xam ne moo di Kaolack di ko dugal ci Ndakaaru waaye nag laata ñuy dem Kaolack drogue bi dañ koy génnee Gambie indi ko ba Kaolack ñu daje fa ak yeneen libaane ñoo ñu récupérer drogue bi dugal ko muy firndeel nag ne Sénégal moom nekk na plaque tournante de drogue nañ dellu siwaat nag ci tur yi nga xam ne ñu ngi leen di tudd bu baax a baax ci wàllu trafic de drogue bii.
Yo, Mbalingolo Albe Lamaka UDP Online Bantabal late edition of Political Perspective Show. Mbele nga nyimo inyola ba Jela ika barola man secondary support ngani cocaine kumo fale nu jarne Gambia is turned into a narcotic state nga ko kacha janne defo molu be tubabu du jam mele yalon ko ifanan itolla interest wolon pour que la poso konol fandi. It's very sad. Alia moy video to like ko high ranking government official wala kata nyin kulumoto anala 4x4 moto nyin tinted. Who could that be? Nyin cocaine wala tina barola man sekunda. They will never investigate this cocaine. Wala na tukuror si kema Ibrahim Silla. Al nanata moyla anala da kalandia mo be kanyin cocaine wala kumofo. Right? They don't want to know. Na funding all the kasara. Who is that high-ranking government official? Aliama journalist okoko, they am a tour, but they are not going to reveal those names now. Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, narcotic state. Aliama journalist olako, ama understand na Gambia government man any interest show pour que ñu ko kisi. Aliama journalist oland, and they are aware of this. They know. Lebanese solu ye mutajanne cocaine atata akwoni National Law Drug Enforcement Agency ko ye case ni fa yalo singo be forum kam because ke jo million lela National Drug Law Enforcement Agency wol kanyin darel le mota ni tay joro sol 80,000 police wol mota ye kitindi ya tay nyim boy sol ni tay but the big guns, the big dealers wol ke dukul million wala na National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Gambia molbe dokola je be they are living large. Dole bije korraf la korra sabala be bulu. One guy bije ya tofo nyele. In fact, ate korra sabanjango ay wala bandu ko right now. Ay olu wasele. Ala jowa ka jelle soto because ni drug dealer so, ni cocaine dealer so wala ki muteke duku. No wonder Barola government al nanata moila they make a statement. They will never make a statement about this 3.9 metric tons of cocaine. Every time Nidiamta, Iko is being investigated. Ibrahim Silla not all nonsense diamola for the people by the people, Nia Ningako, where it's still being investigated. Nonsense drong. Bengala netal manager and Nancy Basiakam. But it took Rosita came out manager drong. Your husband need to upgrade himself. But on a more serious note, Nin cooking ko is serious. Gambian Ndema understand fan jawya member Gambiano dollar. Al nyabe na Suleiman Jeng kam former police officer. Inte Suleiman Jeng nte malo muna na reference ha dunta barola koto. I don't know muno Suleiman Jeng agendati. I don't want to assume or accuse him of anything. But anybody who loves his or her country, eka baro support, then it's a hidden agenda. So this is very, very sad. So salvage our country. Na bondi nying mu kurumol bulu. Ika molu nene Gambia. Dole bi jeni motol dila nin tisat solo. The euphoria continue. Baro dorong for what? What has Baro drawn for our country? So bari molu the program odana janne is not going to be a long show. So kuda janne. It's late here. Natale pruka for moleko. Alingan agenda support. Ali, let's not be distracted. Let's go on a campaign. We can defeat Barrow in the polls, inshallah. Secret ballot lom. Don't be more kind of confusing about this crowd. President will naturally affronted down for kafo bula norma. Second Africa president. Jan leaders or moma will care. Because wala convoy katamino. But ika modol jen convoy form they just want to go with the euphoria. But it did Kurobe coin Cornell on the 4th of December. Ndegalongo Baro to win a lower river region. Jara and in Kiam, Baro to win a Badibo, Baro to win a combo. All right, I can tell you free. Take this to the bank. 900,000 voters registered. So more cannot try it Sirinja. Let Baroye Gambe be commander Jana. Let them do it. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. let's remain steadfast. Alinga continue. And let me tell you one thing. QTV, UDP Ngolu, Alkakari QTV Jibe, Ntelenga Fali. QTV, Alkakari Jibe. QTV, they are propaganda machinery for Adam Barrow. Therefore, my friend CDC say, I'm so disappointed, CD International Baby Freedom. I tried to call him today. Maybe he will see my missed call. That's what they are CD. QTV, nga memo iko Mohammed Jale ko anything with UDP agenda cannot promote. I don't know how true this is, but QTV near analysis jibe. Today I was listening to a journalist. Baro ligay na rewmi. Baro definitely you are a journalist there, but you are doing PR. Africa will funka balance the demanding. Let's be fair. Africa can be balanced. Analysis but today I went in there. I listened to the analysis. Are they under the payroll of Barrow? But Al Kakari QTV GB, particularly in campaign, because if I'll put off lale. If a man let us stop la. More informal time we there is what they call choice. We have choices. I come to the supermarket. You have vegetables and you have variety. Right? Or you have the Coca-Cola and you have diet and regular Coke. So it's up to you which one you would go for. Right? So media fanambijele. Il a fait de la moelle ou la moelle kairo soto. QTV iman neutral. They are definitely supporting. And Hani Barobata they will support our president. All right. So me programo dana janabi. Alenga trying to focus na diamo amplifying it. Let's engage our people. But right now that's what we can do. Because diamo this government is corrupt. Come esafale memfo. Gambia is the second country, Mealonko, worst to do business in Gambia. The whole world, Gambia is number 2. And Gambia cannot attract investors. Gambia corruption index is very high. Gambia Maseno Bunda Sembentu Yandi, 300 and something million yole allocate to agriculture. When President Barrow official is 677 million. Mamburo Jayology. Youth soul is 100 and something million. Ntofo barikari bala ni diamo bela tell information ministry 70 million diala. Ntofo barikari la ministry is the list of priorities according to the budget because ala ministry from ma kumayandi. But seno bunda nyanta ko kumayandi. Nyanta ko funding ko la ministry kumayandi ma kumayandi. President's office ikanyin kodi jama ba be community. Adama Baroba Mbumbaila. Wala na Adama Mansonal assets all declared publicly. Ngama yeko Dr. Sise Fanang followed suit. Ka lawyer Dabo no makal assets all declared. Somebody made that comment here. But bring journalists only Adama Baro nyeninka bigi. Ako we follow the rules. Ako we have submitted. But Gambia there is Freedom of Information Act in Gambia. Let the journalists go after that. The IEC nyeninka. IEC should be mandated to give copies of Adama Barrow assets. You'll be surprised now Adama Barrow assets declaration. Within 5 years, Adama Barrow amassed wealth. Well, he would not. Because Lawyer Dabo could have also said, okay, this is the rule. I will just give this to IEC. But Lawyer Dabo is confident to that. He wants to have the pub. Somebody who came out, and the color bank balances of published. What is more transparent than that? And we also think Halifa Sallah should do the same thing. I think Halifa Sallah should declare his assets publicly. Because Citizen Alliance, Dr. Ismail Sise. Lawyer Dabo has done it. My party should also do the same thing. That will put pressure on Barrow, but Barrow will not do it because Barrow alone ning Barrow la assets will funtita, Gambia will be blocked dalet. Within the 5 years, Baro yin kodo measure because bring at 2017 all of them declared their assets. So Moli Island ko Barola Joe within this 5 years, where did Baro get the money? Before Ahmad Ba was trying to control Kafo journalist Oleko. No, don't ask. It's enough. This is the last question. Ahmad Ba was even angry because journalists will be President Baro challenge him for Baro after Kamfala Kafoko. You've asked questions, allow me to talk. All right? And Ahmad Ba was trying to intervene. Kafo, how can you be addressing a president like this? Who the hell is Ahmad Ba? But Ahmad Ba Adamo Bell attended. Adamo Ba at a palace of any responsible government apart from what I know at Telebekala Adamo Borola Samata Fitalati. I dogo dogo minister Lemati because I alone know he doesn't have the competence. Kokeno Bena Bankokang, Malsandishol Dahola, agriculture, Jambando fertilizer, Senegal fertilizer, ya muta ya be tapalaya. For President Fonka Foko, Mole Jambando Mutaya Tapalaya, but because of Maimuna Balde, Kema is implicated, Barrow will not take any action. All right? So this is the issue Gambia men face. This is election. New election Bianco Prunkana Banco Bondi Dinko Kono. Alinga Sikuo Bondi, this is not neither a Marshal to for Mandinkolo Niti, Jolalo Niti, Sarahulo Niti, it's the Gambian people. Gambia be kolayarene. Don't be fooled. Adama Barrow be ala molle banta. Mo lulu wolle banta ma wol fale atata jaliba kuyate commande buffer zone. And wolmo NPP nkolleti. Adama Barrow kulumo fanana pointel of the source of the Mauritanian waters. Gambia melkatanu bakwela. Alia remember for 3-4 years ago, Malam Sanji Jallo, for 2 years long, for 3 years long. Kulungo mem boita, ikata bakono. Wolo otuma Adama Barrow bala nying bankube yayola. Ngalo wolo na plate sukuta for buffer zone of wolo fanang. He just observed minute silence. Adama should have declared National Day of Mourning, Amaki. Hundreds of Gambian lives lost. Bankudingolo. Adama Barrow man Gambian will fale. Mo ni lulu le banta Adama la camp moto accident. Lamin Ardab wala man neman in kafarkala bantale wo samole Adama la multa tandam kosi. Fola sister fongo fundita abadi ngo fundita ayala comfortandi so en momo be Adama la kafonoma madwa moy bodi nim mantoro la ka wote Adama balla play jaliba kuyate commande ye ambiance ke today was the last day Adama nyanta contemplate la pourka tantango ka musico fongo commande de façon does he care? Certainly he doesn't, but for a word for the wise is enough. Atuda to lebul albulanoma ning Adama be bankole doku kan na ba fonsu interest noma atuda tol bul bare dole je si ko ba wol sondo mo konole. I wish I could say a lot here, but I can't. I'm constrained. Sometimes I wish I was an independent, like independent Rinyami bring freedom. But you're a political party too. Well, iko dongo diata kuto e tetal. Sometimes maybe a political party represent like you have to watch your words and you have to know what to say. But in Niaranon, I was independent, I will just take the cards out of the bag. Konante ya membena Bangkok anyanta bolale. Konante ya warabata na Bangkok ane. Walebe Gambia tarreni kan. The bigotry is not only Yaya Jammeh, that's who is propagating it. The tribal bigotry is within certain people. But they will nice to you. Ngo ila futu muso fongo dolu bigay. Inika tara futu olale. Because if you can siku nonsense somebody, but you can hide. It are fully. This is happening within us. Ila fita futuola, ila fita futuola, but ila fita dajiola. What possible no? Ika mola sioje, ika kong, but ila fita ola nafala o mari bulu. Gambia ko is so serious. Ika doluji buka certain sio like, but ila personal gain ni abe obala ibe munyala wo sio yen fo ila nafa ya soto je. But deep in there emo sio fo ibuka accommodate no. Ngadi am hakil malle. Sometimes we have to let these things out. It is utterly nonsensical. It's sad. Nana friendo lonta to fola jam. Ani mobe futuka. Ni be political la ka fontema interest of political. Ni molbe kachala ka fontema la intema interest of political. Aka fam pretend. Bari yara fam amal la fi akema be patiomento. Para buka la fo fola sa fontema interest of. Fo lunkili waya beta abo patio koma ka. Haramadi ngo complicate tabake. But I'm more patio confen for shiko. This is common within us. I cannot go into the details. I cannot be like Fatumata Danso, na sister. Fatumata Danso ate onana ta nyama ka fole nyama. Right? I am talking on the political party platform. But na Gambia konante ya membe Gambia wolbe Gambia direl kan. Ni jawya membe warale UDP la Karola. It's not based on policy. It's not based on because UDP is not good. But just because some people have an issue with a particular ethnic group. And we saw this. Very lawyer that the cabinet. These people oppose the government. The same people in the social media, in the Mali, from Hamnan and Bob. Very lawyer that one in Baroque now, it will look a lawyer, it will look at Adam Boro. Adam Boro ya Kanole, but ima Kano. It tribalism, it all propagate. How can we develop? Senegal doesn't have this problem. Senegal is a population of how much? Almost 17 million people. Senegal doesn't have this problem. Senegal ever one man domi Senegal la. But bring Adama Barrow in tribalism saman and Gambia. Bring Imam Baba Liko Adama Barrow mufuloleti. It carried away certain people. Say Facebook auto phone tell a face alaji ben tell a timeline auto jumal like an attack G. When you have people like Esituba, Scotland, Koko away Gambia leje. Nani sister member London Jang. A currently for a master's degree in business administration. She is conscious of dunia alone. She refused to be drawn into this tribalism. Akonyeko man, based on policy, UDP like support. I have seen the UDP policy. I have seen the UDP fight. The new neka UDP, new heran line. I most akastaka ka molu tovo. I confidence to ko niwol dunda masekunda ibe masekunda sambala nole. Bari doluka kole ali abo asetu ba fola ja doluka kole ha ite ka bula nyunu noma. UDP manke sikilin tati nga nyim fole nga fo. Bari buka lafi mulla bari nila nafabe mulu bala isa lafi ko fengo soto. Bari amanke ko lafi tela de. Bari ite membe ite bulu ikala fi ko le soto. So a word for the wise is enough. And nu ninyi jawya man bonna banko kan. Gambia be problem soto lalde. Jawya babe Gambia. It's based on tribe. And nu Adama Barrow le ni mastermind. Na ni fale banta bajanne. Siaka jata wolu de a disappointment. Siaka jata wolu sita jang ye cool de Tabi State House. And they started working on this master plan. But I don't call it because Gambians will liberate, many countries liberate lale. And from a Gambia loan the track kamealonko, yefi head then ko shiny, si kuomba failale. Nimma woke banko titade. Ika moja la kafonte buka UDP soponia nyinga dalilo mena buka fono. Tonya. Fo oje jolole man lo janga ko man 3 years jote man dema bay bari bri lo hada boni barok yata te oje jallo mo sap sibi NPP based on what do la job ben reason So they want to gang up and say, okay, but at the end of the day, Gambia belongs to all of us. We all have equal right in that country. Atuda Gambian lebulu ni mendiata tol Gambian voter solo. Ntolu, we just want to spread the message. But in tenga fali in the common system di amta ngamra fat cham tarlom ngamra to fali ne membe London biya di amta Facebook ay memfo. Akate bi janne alhamdulillah la NHS sotole ala benefitol soto janne tol fana bi janne de na retirement benefitol dol bi janne na pensions bi janne aduda nyawanya mamra me follow domorola na healthcare system ol be janne na education system ol be janne dingole at least they will have access to education, quality healthcare. Domoro man ka jam problem ti na duta na kata nyame Gambia no aso lebe batala na le wrong decision ke ntol ti jede ntol diaspora we are just advising nse jagar nga da holiday la nga see quietly janini mkodo bota jam Gambia you can enjoy in 2 weeks hani Gambia be kolere ne mu ngate problem ti just work, do some savings, go for 2 or 3 weeks holiday in Gambia, you will live expensively there if you want to. All right? Ntolka banku dingol le makoy. Musol le ka bar lopitanol bortije security masoro. Mundba before moneketa altercation oleketa ngaje pa modu boja yasea. Senegalese security and Gambian security, because Gambian security are treated as second-class citizens in their own country. Baroman Gambia security kumayandi. So Gambia security will be kamfarine. They are angry because ila banko fongola banko kang they are not important. Jutunaya le be fang Gambia security be dairy ne but ibe kamfarine. Ini kamfale be siri. Kobe yaya jamin kamfame be siri yundum barracks and fajara barracks kaberin PPP ben sakuna beji. Yaya jamin was bitter. Wala na biranata asita ako wotu mo fa ka foko so wax nga ne la da nga xam man may kan ayo kamfal be habo so new security will be kamfarine because they cannot even get close to their president, their own president. Senegalese security like the wolong in barola close protection unit. Gambian security you all muta bunda to kantalalete gates atole taraji but the convoy melka president of kanta the wol foreigners already. They are not Gambians. And when you say Gambian security, they are not happy. Do we want to live like that? For how long? Marsandi solda be kolayari. Corruption be baralim bankokan. No single person been prosecuted for 5 years, apart from Dr. Bamba Banja. You're like a guinea pig. Dr. Bamba Banja, your minister, James Gomez spare. Because of Mr. James Gomez is from PPP. And Barobe PPP Baro endorse ya support le. So I'm not called antagonize. So Bamba Banja Bole Samba can Kitiola. What about the minister? Kuolu Ketajane, ye molu bon the central bank. Ye kodo bon the central bank using executive orders. Nonsensical DIG. Tunko, I am coming to terminate the program. I will give you 2 minutes. Please. Love the program will stop last time. No, ngalo, it's just late. I'm working tomorrow. How do you know I'm not working tomorrow, Tungo? How do you know my schedule? I know Sama Miradokola. I'm going to work tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Adam Baro abe so friend ninche kan Gambia dingula. So ko Melia Fasa 26 Adam Aleala de Nenke kan Della. Let me tell you one thing, Adam Brother America. Ala fosta je ye meeting dole soto o meeting fabu sane bije Maimuna Sise bije Maimuna Sise Kema bije Ahmed Gita bije and some other people. BBJ or men BBJ be manding ko le kew mo kinti je mente manding kati be manding ka be ta da adama men foe akoy ni anta ko men bebe laring nkanteng akoy amanki senda be musikelo le adama ba wole nyofo
Yeah, what wani UDP banku ya
ko ni 2017 ni ata ko imaje otumo otumolo wo lampu fali kake mol kada westin mol kadu demonstrate la mata kundani kaba dabo yolbi je bota kala
ango kalam da birin gal ko
même fote modol be la moy kangale do ben kon in fact ko be natalo tala groupe pito ana ko non te groupe pito tala woni nga groupe pito tala tel be man nim ko leti ba fala nim man dim ko dama le kapuke yana kuma mai mon tata Gambia 2018 mo ko nya tun kon namu akonya ya moyle adama ni usen dabo bina kan ku yara otu mo ne o fonde akamun tan fele ko jahannaba dimba ni asonye be kan ni o kuyan muka pare ngamu ya ka dumbalo la nyame ala damale ala kandime akan ni o kuya nyame muka rafi ngamu adama ni usen wala na otu mo mol kamera nte adama le hani nana ma usen dabo la kuma jawfo nana ma adama la kuma jawfo ko ntabu kala fi ku ala moli eni mello ngena e fa nyoku ni ngamu jon kan ni o kuya bira o fonye jon na mucenta nkai wo kala no nyaadile akonye ko adama ni useno ko do ya kul akonye tungon kon na ma akonye fo adama ni useno ni kuyata ite be tarla jite be jumale fasala nkai mbem fasala ko nkai ni kuyata ntada ngatonya establish nkai membe tonya tambe tarla wala sai akonye ko ni kuyata akonye ndebe tarla adama le ko is that not tribalism muna tinna be tarla adama ku ate ba fo ko ndey men fay nkaye ni nga equate membe tonya kan be tarla wala fata kam ni usen da bole be tonya kan ni usen ne bita ni adama le be tonya kan kay ni adama le bita pare ke konte ni kuyata akabe adama baro le fata
adama mon silade you don't have to say it if you don't want to say it. Okay.
So na banko la problem moment yemen fo la diamo kono mbe wala tembentu yakan ni mel be ka alama baro ko sa bi sefu ibuka fata tonya kan ku saba agene so bodo mo ya usen dabo ko nye UDP kon ko be mo kilinet yamatika ya kon tribalism to the last four number sabanyang wala mo mari ye kum la jebe kum kili ha jole no me man Gambia ke par mo alama mo mabbi itate site faye ni ala na la kila tema yalon ko banko katanya men banko manyanda sala oja
tonya
so man fa ni si fa pansova abenna banko tadenda du memmina kela fulata jibela manni kata jibela surwata jibela serele te jibela trakule te jibela manja kute jibela mbele bendon na julola we will all dance to the tune of that music we de tele ya compose ni problem o nata dron aka mo bela muta wala na masibo mambe ya ana se bodo be mantara larin tonya ka bebe larin fani ale ka o jariol mel be ka adama noma usenda bo konante alo ani manni ka konante abe tribalism abe tribalism ni usenda ni adama baro ni usenda be nyobulu binu oye nyote taranu
no oye would be opposing this government nada nun ko nada baro was baro be UDP baro put on oye would be on the other side. Okay abaraka thank you okay thank you tungo mention ala baraka bake tungo is spot on ala baraka bake we are going to terminate the program here right now ala baraka ala masuto pero siala be lawyer da bafana tentula back in the party leader diamtal again on this crude oil thing crude oil owning ala le jisuma bonje barola fra tapala yala kala the president's office kudos to the minister of petroleum Fafa Sanyang batentula bake Fafa Sanyang and in the Secretary General Noah Toure. I understand you cook and DJ because they learned the lessons from the Jana Commission and also Breben Unje. So Baro left and June died like a contract or the particular company la President Office Leo executive order. I am very disappointed. In the next program, I'm going to expand on that Bawato TJ. DIG show Wahbunga Wah standard newspaper, then go retract. Executive orders are not laws. Bolen ñu dé tek gatché sen fellow police yi nekk ci yeneen réew dañ dé gis sen wax yi nit ki so jàngut executive orders are not laws. The laws are made by the National Act of Parliament. Is that rocket science? Deputy, you know, law. How can executive order of a president tantamount to law? Yalong mem fong balafa warta ning police holder for ignorant. That's very dangerous for a country. Police holder kulu jabakese water. But the second in command of our police force, if that person is ignorant and doesn't know the difference, the variance between an executive order and law, that is very serious for our nation. That means he is not competent to be deputy DIG. Alama ale na banko tanka. Alama ale hasidia kun sondo mol kono. Alama nga banko je. Nonte nyen banko betula nyen batale kono ando bekala musiboleti. Again, sikuo. People will not listen. This election, ala korosi, the votes jama abitala tribal lines lela. I'm telling you. Alenga sikuo bondi. Let's see the country first. George Lawyer that were based on his track record. Nana ne tapole yaleke. I mansekunda kudo sunya. I banko kunamile. Kana support. You're right, totally. But don't see Lawyer Dabo as a mandinka. Don't see Esafal as a Wolof. Don't see Mama Kande as a Fula. And again, I hope Janin Saturday, Mama Kande GDC will come out and make an apology. MC Cham, you have been quiet. You need to come out and make an apology on Jamila's statement. Nalmoke, politically, you're shooting yourselves on the foot. Na lamin tambaje la ko UDP in tolnitol allies solti Jamila in tribal fenko ntol kana ako jamema mulu neng mole la kumota out of context. Yes, lamin tamba we could be allies, but maybe in silolu fatata demanding. But in terms of Purka Baro of road, Nimu ally latitude. Ali Dr. Ismaila Sise George on komen kanal ji commanding ka dingolom. Alkana mai fati je commanding ka dingolo ala jibe mai la daji ko ni mai chita. Yine be banko samala. Bari ni mo jibe ala siola. E ko nga konne bi ko mala fi sikari. Jawara mo manding kolti ay gambe mara sanji tansaba. Ay jumale abulata jumale noma. I see Jumale ta I idabondi kulto. But ikamane fo ni nyuno sita albe batalale. Ima based on what? All right. Nene Fredo Gomez, they've already shot themselves on the foot. You're right. But it will become much more consequential. Apology will try to mitigate it a little bit. But they already shot themselves on the foot. But it's been a couple of days now. We haven't had any statement from GDC. We haven't had any statement from MC Cham. MC Cham Junior sir, is all over this media on WhatsApp for. Why leave depuis here MC Cham mute. Bolenta ya jame. Ya sen legacy. Ya jame already mom legacy bi ya hona be pare. All right. So my program kumfala jana right now. Nene Fredo Gomez, yo goodina lo na yota mit do de tela suma masnga. Anyway, let me go before Lamdo C will come and have a go at me here, Lamdo C, because mom defa melni moma elif Lamdo C. Mom suma magbutoli man defa melni moma elif. Dima wax ne c'est aussi le ban time la UK. Xam nga xale bu yabaate la Lamdo C. Def ma de wow, dama terminate program ko. Dama end program fee. Allah baraka ba forward do Allah baraka ba. Okay, Allah baraka ba. Thank you, Fredo Gomez. I don't know how your case is going. We sympathize with you. Malandabo, you said I should check my WhatsApp, but I'm terminating the program right now. ala baraka bake ala ma suta karo si ala fo sibitu lungo inshallah sama sama ning fatsin sabali will be program suta la bantaba. They will be here tomorrow. We'll have tomorrow there will be special program here. Fatsin sabali will program. Nyumin kolu le program suta la jang. Iko la fita bengole kala jang. Okay. Iko MPP ngol lebe complain all. I don't know how authentic is this.
ani kabri be mo takam yo mo ne so manda ima kam ko di mo la wo problem no le trafe le fare nyam tek ya sane trafe be fare ko masaro ibe mo bay kam mo masaro trafe be do.
Okay, thank you malam ala baraka bake ye audio kina bari yale bila mane fola yale wala na me yamaro di la jam ko denke ala nga careful nga audio men here. You know malam, the other day I refused to play an audio here. The one reportedly that Barrow Tata Janale, France. And I know why I didn't play the audio. I think Malan right now, you would know. Malan Dabo, based on advice, I know you get a lot of audios, but I mean, every audio you can listen. Don't you go wrong. Just take it as a pinch of salt. May am UDP call Yamar Lamena. Today, ye audio le Kinyanang. Njelesa le wo njelesa bare mo le do la ka hani fani ya fola ntewana fo mo dol ke bire la kaburo le fam ba. You see, I want to sign out, but I'm still here. But mole audio ki jana ninka fani ya ba dabal ako ate kibaro le moy King FM NPP ngoli ikolo ya dabo ya IC statement de ko lo ya dabo ya discola mutu IC of IC bire lo ya dabo ta IC Chairman Okayaneko, thank you for submitting your papers. All this thing will now be subject to public scrutiny, and after we'll communicate to you our decision. This was live on camera. Ninkeo malam musifa di malaman sila alala kataka fania bafu audio to ka janja. Political manjara la nak. Bem yamar me fon yamar la bem badi yudi pinkolo yamar la. Aleni be adama kelela. Alenga adama kele tonyala. Alenga adama kere tonyala. Ndefango benga netalo dula siya Facebook oto. Nga netalo bondi group boleto. Mark double check. But netalo nying ya duplicate le. So NPP nkolo nate commenter ala nyi alia edit le. Yes, they got a point, but that was not my intention. I don't like to share something male among legend. Even the netalo, let's just stick with what is right. So after bringing okay, I deleted that and I said what on Gambia netalo mealonko. It was realistic. So mole yake malonfa maria kele genuinely, but I netal flow nakinde nyola. So that wasn't necessary. Let's just be realistic. Alinga baro kele tonyala. Fake news, the news fenke. It's not about Barrow. It's not about Shehu Sedley. It's not about Adama Barrow or Lawyer Dabo. Inila kaburo tema. Political man jari moe faniafo. Fanate kuma fo ma melong. Kanaka siye audio de daka kumo double. Wallahi ni be kelole man kelo ke tonya kan alate barako kele la keloto. Aneta lombang a audio lombang alina hakilotu. Nyim politiko be momo kitindi le la kuma kan wala lena. Ni momo kamera ko nyim politiko droneti ni kuma fo mealon tonyante ando foniatra ima long ima ka deliberately. Ando ni nata long ko fanialo ye apologique. Ye fongo redeem. Bare molka si ye benekinol domo, ye la supakanyal domo, ye la tiaduramol domo, ye la nyankatangol domo, ikono ifare. Because social media gives you the opportunity. Ita funny about double. Yake audio ti. Yaja nyom for nyokon. What are you going to gain from that? So they bring on it, yes, even though NPP go Nibu, but they pointed out something me along was not right in that photo. I edited my photo and I put out the photo that's realistic. Momo Interlong, I don't want false propaganda. It's not beneficial to me. UDP la crowd, you don't even have to do that. UDP la crowd was massive. So we don't need to even add the photo because Gambia, Dunia Mobi along UDP la crowd siadal. And UDP la crowd organic, UDP la crowd realistic tale. Dindigol mojo manta UDP la crowd. So there was no cost to do that. So, but in different lessons learned today, before I see any photo, I will double check. I will triple check. I'll make sure that it is not what I don't want it to be. Alenga trying okay. Alenga audio share me along with my realistic. So make me audio but you go France. I think he needs to come out and make another audio and apologize. If he doesn't, maybe as Africa he was misled. Maybe I definitely source line misled. Maybe I'm for deliberately, maybe source line misled. But thank you, good night. Allah barakabagi. Allah masutu kairoshiya. And they are not public servants. Thank you. Jamin Jawara, Mundu Malay Takatadu. Barimuzo. Barimuzo, Imanta Gambia. You should be in Gambia now. Mundu Malay Tabita. Okay, me audio from play la jan. Yunus Haidara la audio bijan, Natamas la audio bijan. No system they made work on this. Took this initiative. I'll be playing that in subsequent, talking about UDP, why people should vote for UDP. You know, like audio, video, and so maybe Samanak. I don't know when time we will start, but I think Ninyo program Nyomin Kolu Kodina Janne, Prokana fundraising na. They want to appeal. Ilafita rally lekela, and they want to appeal to people. So we'll give them at least an hour for them to be here tomorrow on YouTube Online Bantaba. So, Allah Barakabake. We have the programs on YouTube Online Bantaba will come more often in the next couple of weeks, because I don't know when, inshallah, we are on the ground in Gambia, whether we will be able to have correct internet system to do programs. And time for the technology will be on campaign trail in Gambia, inshallah. Those are the campaign to try to talk to people on the ground, inshallah. Wherever we are there, whenever we arrive there safely. So Allah Barakah. Thank you. Whenever UDP Online Bantaba arrives there, as well, definitely. Allah Barakah.